Hey Ron. So, yeah, you've brought up some very interesting points with your top 10 things that are your pet peeves of going to the movie theater. Now, uh, I haven't been as annoyed with some of those as others, but the one that stuck out to me the most is the one seat rule that you mentioned. Now, I don't know whose fault it is, whether it's the theater people or it's the people actually coming down to sit in seats at the movie and see the movie. But I'm always walking into theaters and seeing, yeah, that one seat that is sitting amongst other people. The thing that gets me is if there's two seats in a row, yeah, why don't people just kind of shift? Or why do people have to feel like they have to put one seat in between people that they don't know? Okay, yes, I understand. If it's someone you don't know, then you're not used to sitting next to them. Okay, fine. But if there are several seats in a row that are just single seats, then yeah. Keep in mind that there will be couples coming to see movies and they want to sit together. So whoever's fault it is, I mean, yeah, that is something that probably should be communicated to moviegoers, and tell them that people would like to sit together. So keep in mind to try to fill in the spaces. There are events where they tell people to do that, so why not at a movie theater? Okay, so yeah, the texting thing. If someone's up here like this, here's the light of my phone, texting, that bothers me. Now, yeah, provided I get texts during movies sometimes, and sometimes I do have to send a quick word response, so I will pull it out of my pocket, just briefly, covering the light up. I mean, I'm discreet about it, so I'm not bothering anybody. I'll also put my phone on silent for most of the time. That shouldn't bother people too much, especially if you're trying to be respectful of other people's movie experience. Answering the phone, you're supposed to just walk out of the theater if you're going to answer the phone. I mean, you see the beginning intro video that says, "Please silence all cell phones." People think it's just a joke, I guess, maybe. I mean, yeah, some of them are funny, and the person's standing there talking on the phone, and then all of a sudden they're interrupted by a bunch of stuff. And, yeah. But it does interrupt movies, and it destroys the illusion, because you want to get drawn into the film. So, yeah, that's that. Finally, I saw in some of the comments that, M. Night Shyamalan was brought up in the comments. So, I mean, I've got my fair share of opinions on this, and this maybe could be a whole nother conversation thread. But I liked M. Night Shyamalan's movies all the way up through Lady in the Water. For various reasons. Now, I didn't see The Happening. I didn't really find it my style of movie when I saw the trailers. Now, I did like Airbender. Because of the concept. And yes, I wasn't a religious watcher of the show, so that probably comes into play. I did see the show a couple times, and, I liked it. I wish I could know when it's on, or I knew when it was on, so I could watch it more. But, I love the fantasy genre with, having elemental abilities and everything. So I liked the movie. Yes, there were things that I saw about it, and I see why people don't like it so much. The wrong pronunciation of the names. And, maybe some of the people thought some of the acting was not up to par. The kid, Aang, I mean, he could fight. That's cool. I mean, yes, he's a kid, and yeah, sometimes it's hard to find a kid who's an excellent actor. I'm not saying he was bad. He was okay. I mean, there were moments he was up, and he had good moments, good bad moments. But they wanted to find someone who could fight, I think. And the music was good. I'm a big music fan. of films, a big score fan. So I like that kind of thing. I really pay attention to music, and I'm hoping that, you know, some of these films, Ron, that you are you're talking about in your movie talk, that if I see them too, then I can, you know, respond to the music aspect maybe. Here's another thing. This is switching topics again. M. Night Shyamalan's one. 3D. Maybe we could, you know, what if you started on 3D? I don't know about you, but sometimes when I keep seeing in 3D come up in every single trailer, I'm like, okay, right, we know it's in 3D. I like 3D. If it's, you know, I like the 3D experience. You know, I'm not going to say it's bad, but, you know, it's like, that's not like a pet peeve for me. Pet peeve. I'm like, I'm seeing in 3D come in every single trailer. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not that big of a deal. You know, I think that 3D should be done right. Now, I've seen some movies. I've seen, you know, Avatar did great with 3D. I think they did it right. I have not seen Airbender in 3D, so I can't have an opinion on that. And that was the one that was done, like they decided to do 3D later, I think. That's what I've heard. So, what are your opinions on 3D? Ron, what's your opinions on 3D? I'd like to know. And maybe that's not on this thread, maybe that's on a completely new video upload. But I was just throwing that out there. So anyway, yeah, though, you know, the top 10, you have, you know, you have a right to, you know, be annoyed by some of those things, and I see some of the things too. I could keep going on, but, you know, this video is getting longer, so until next time, I'll hope to be responding more to more things. See ya.